So what even happened here, chat? Chat, I'm actually more interested into this, like what kind of timeline they were working with, like, of course the public isn't entitled to know everything, right? But like, how it was like so slow early on, right? It almost looked like almost intentional, you know what I mean?
Hey, XQC just came out of boot camp, missed some streams for 3 months, but my faith to you will always remain. Try hard 90.
Well, you say evidence, that makes sense, right? But like, a bunch of people were like, not involved, but like getting like questions and shit, and they were looking at a bunch of places, but it looked like when it came to him, nothing was going on there. So I don't know. I don't know how that plays out though. I guess it's always after the fact to see like the videos and shit, or like the rundown there.
Any plans for the new year PVC?
Yo!
It is not looking good for the singer David. From everything we now know, it is very likely, if not all but certain, that he is going to be indicted by a Los Angeles County grand jury for the presumed murder of Celeste Rivas.
This is a grand jury that has been convened since just over a month, at least, about a month ago.
Could have been more than that. 2 months.
Right. And that initially, what we had heard is that this was an investigative grand jury, that they were just subpoenaing different people to get testimony, hoping to help police with their investigation.
That was based on a newspaper report.
Right. And what we have now been told, no, this is a grand jury looking to indict someone for the murder of Celeste Rivas. And
we know who the someone is.
And that someone.
David is squarely in the crosshairs of the person who is going to be prosecuting the case. Her name is Beth Silverman. She is,
my God.
You know, there's a lawyer in town named Marty Singer. We always call him the legal pit bull. She is every bit
the DA's version of the legal pit bull.
Yes. And she has been, as a matter of fact, Alexa, come over here for a second.
We know that she's been, some of the people that she's been grilling.
Coming over.
And they're all, do we have a boom mic over?
Yeah.
Dude.
So Alexa has been down at the grand jury room for a couple of weeks now. And they're in a recess right now for the holiday. But you saw the manager of David, the day-to-day manager, going in and out. And when he came out and talked to his lawyer,
Chad, this guy, Chad, who's looking at?
He made it clear that Beth Silverman was rabid about this case.
Yeah, Robert Morgan Roth, obviously David's day-to-day manager, been seen with him a lot on tour. He kind of poked at that. He told Beth that he really didn't feel like it was his responsibility.
Well, she said, why didn't you call the cops? She said this to him when he was testifying. Why didn't you call the cops?
Yeah, and he explains that Beth was very pushy on that answer, getting that answer out of Robert.
Okay, so?
But he said it wasn't his responsibility and that he just wanted to continue.
And again, we don't know what the question was before that led to her saying, why didn't you call the cops?
Or something he had said. But it's clearly a crime because you call the cops when there's a crime.
Right,
So
she believes there was a crime.
There was something that Morgan Roth apparently knew, because he acknowledges it's not my responsibility, something he knew that triggered Beth Silverman into saying, well, why didn't you call the cops? So it had to be something involving a crime. Now, we know that her body was found in his Tesla in a bizarre set of circumstances where in the spring, he made this mysterious trip, David did, to Santa Barbara and spent a couple of hours in the middle of the night.
Right.
And then came back.
And then came back. And
like,
keep in mind, and of course, the car was found very close to the home that he had been renting.
It's like there's a warm in his heart.
Hold on, day one.
Renting from, the lease was under the name of the co-manager who was in Morgan Roth's company.
Right. So it's all kind of aligning.
It's all around David. I mean, as they say, like the.
Okay, I mean, they have no information. They're just kind of stalling me. I mean, I know most of,